Severnjaki pogosto rečejo, da ni slabega vremena, ampak so samo slaba oblačila. No in oni so navajeni, da svoje avtomobile zamenjujejo za električna kolesa. No in ti dvokolesni nožnjo električni hibridi so se v zadnjih letih precej digitalizirali in posodobili z visoko tehnologijo. Predlagam, da pogledamo nekaj teh primerov. In v modernih kolesih nadzorni center pogosto dopolnjujejo kar aplikacije v mobilnih telefonih. Z aplikacijami recimo lahko sami posodobimo programsko opremo v tem nadzornem centru, lahko tudi prilagajamo delovanje elektromotorja, konkretno naši poti, ki jo imamo vklopljeno prek navigacije. Predvsem pa lahko naše kolesarjenje direktno zapisujemo v zdravstvene aplikacije, naprimer Apple Health. Ampak menimo, da so še bolj pomembne tiste novitete, ki so vezane na varnost. Ja, da bi imeli ABS na kolesu ni več čudno vprašanje. Smo preizkusili v praksi. In spoznali smo celo še bolj napreden protiblokirni sistem, tak, ki je prav namenjen dežnim in pa slabim razmeram.
So we have here the actuator, which is opening and close like the ABS system. Here in the front is the speed ring, which is measuring the speed of the bike. And then it has also a force sensor, which is measuring if the bike moves up or slide on the side. So you can now really go 45, pull the front brake, and you don't feel anything. It just slows you down. On gravel or in snow, or if you go to grass, where the bike starts sliding away, there a speed meter will not help, because it will not tell the system, you're sliding, you should do something. Then he will just calculate the speed, and he thinks you're still on asphalt. And with the force, he knows that the bike is sliding in the back.
In seveda, oboji so hibridi in najmodernejša električna kolesa tudi rekuperirajo.
One thing which we have an advantage to a mid-hub is you can recouple with your engine when you go down, very simple, and regenerate your energy back to the battery. Of course, if you have short downhills, you know, but if you have a longer, you can easily get a few % back.
Spremembe pa najdemo tudi na področju prenosa moči.
The belt is the new trend in terms of maintenance. You can do up to 20,000 kilometers with the gate without changing. And then we have also the pinion system. That's an internal 9-gear shift system, gearbox. That is now all nicely integrated here and have even a wider gear range than the normal, let's say, bicycles.
Kaj pa varnost kolesa, varnost pred tatovi?
It's an expensive bike, goes up from 6,000 to 13,000 euro. We were the first brand who had an integrated SIM card chip, which is sending you always signal to the cloud. And you can actually just lock the bike here and leave it. And if someone wants to move the bike, it starts spinning, of course, the wheel. Then it goes in a lock mode and it starts horning, like blinking, and sending to the owner a message, the bike is stolen, and you can immediately see on the app. So you cannot ride the bike, you have to carry it. And we had one story in the US. The guy went on holiday. He left his ST5 bike in the home, and he had an alarm system. So they broke into the house, cut the alarm system. So they took the stromer and wanted to walk out, and then the owner got a message on his holiday that was like, oh, someone is in my house. And he called the cops, and they caught them. So it's really it's real time. In a deft mode, it's sending every 3 or 5 seconds the location. So as long there is battery, you know where is the bike. We had bikes, they were stolen in Munich and found in Prague in a bike shop, standing. So we say maybe 95% of the stolen bikes we get back.
Pri tem je seveda bistvenega pomena, da je baterija skrita in da je dostopna samo lastniku preko kakšne PIN kode ali aplikacije. Ampak kakorkoli, večinoma ta bolj napredna električna kolesa spadajo v kategorijo speed pedelekov. Speed pedeleki so hitrejša električna kolesa, ki večinoma dosegajo hitrosti do 45 km/h in jih je potrebno registrirati. No, kako ta registracija poteka v Sloveniji? No, to bo treba prihraniti za kakšno drugo zgodbo, kajti v Sloveniji je registracija speed pedelekov še pa polna neznanka. Električna kolesa so vsekakor v vzponu. Na kolesarsko najbolj močnih trgih je rast kar 25% na leto. Ampak v katero smer kažejo ti odstotki?
We expect a growth in the different areas, in fact. People want to have this kind of leisure part, either mountain biking or trekking, and the others are using really A2B mobility. And if you're used to go for A2B mobility, it's very likely that you also like after on your way home maybe to go to the woods or something, and that those different areas are coming together.
Ampak vsaj v mestnem prometu je hitrost električnih koles pravzaprav nepomembna.
In average, the speed is not really different from a normal bike if you pedal yourself. Maybe in a flat city, when you ride a road bike, you're much faster than with a normal e-bike with 25 kilometers per hour. Yeah, uphill, you are riding probably faster than with a normal bicycle, but there it gives you stability, in fact, to ride a little bit faster. So it's a really balanced thing.
Seveda pa je tista glavna, bistvena prednost električnih koles povsem jasna in preprosta.
You're not sweating and you could actually go to the office to work without feeling like exhausted.
Ampak širše, družbeno gledano, pa takšna električna kolesa prinašajo tudi izredne koristi za našo zdravstveno blagajno.
What we see is, in fact, that the e-bikers are riding more often and longer distances than before. So it's a very positive effect in our opinion, because it's like bringing people on bikes. That's the idea behind. So more people are moving.
Električna kolesa izredno lepo pašejo k avtodomorstvu. In tudi na področju avtodomov smo spoznali aktualne trende, nekaj smo jih celo v praksi preizkusili. Vabimo vas torej, naj bodo avtodomorski trendi vaš naslednji klik.